You've heard that old cliche, happiness is a choice. Well, that old cliche is accurate. Happiness actually is a choice. And it turns out there are things that we can do to literally trick ourselves into being happier, which I think is a great idea. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 techniques to trick yourself into feeling happier. Don't turn away because that starts right now. Howdy! Thanks for learning about MS with me, Aaron Boster. In today's video, I want to discuss an important and often overlooked topic, happiness. If you ask someone their goals, they may list things like achievements in the workplace or achievements in their personal life, but they may forget to list happiness as a goal. I can share with you that for the vast majority of my life, as I was trudging through medical education, my goal was not to be happy, it was to finish. It's only now as I reflect back that I think, golly gee, I should really focus my personal life on trying to be happier. Now, recently I've been doing some research and studying, and it turns out that not only is happiness actually physically a choice that you can make, but there are things that we can do, things that have been studied and even proven, to literally trick ourselves into feeling more happy, which I think is an awesome sauce idea. So in this video, I'm going to share with you the results of that research. I'm going to share 10 top tips which can trick you into feeling happier, quite literally, and improve the quality of your life. Let's jump in. Trick number 1, fake it until you make it. Quite literally, put on a happy face. In other videos, I've talked about the difference between emotion and affect. Emotion is how you feel, and affect is the outward expression of that emotion. And they're not the same thing, but they are linked. If you are feeling sad and blue, fake the affect of happiness. Literally put on a happy face, and acting happy will help lift your mood. If you don't believe me, try it. Trick number 2. Surround yourself with positive, happy people. A great man once taught me that you are a product of your environment. And if you place yourself amongst down, sad, blue people, it will impact your mood. However, if you choose to surround yourself around upbeat, positive people, they also have an impact on you and they will help lift your mood. Be cautious about who you spend time with, and choose to be around people that have a positive attitude. If Debbie is a downer, you might have to ask her not to go out to lunch because you really can't have that negativity around you. And the goal here is to feel happier. So seek out positive people and surround yourself with them. Choose to be with people that are going to help lift up your mood. My third trick is to practice gratitude. So gratitude is the act of being grateful. And there's some really good research that if we actively are grateful, it helps us feel happier. So there's a trick that I recommend starting tonight. Take pen and paper and put it by the bedside table. Before you go to bed each night, write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Identifying gratitude has a direct relationship to making you feel happier. It awakens you to a lot of wonderful things around you that you may be taking for granted. I know that I was. Trick number 3 is easy to apply and has a big bang for your buck. Actively practice gratitude, guys. Speaking of happiness, nothing would make me happier than if you gave this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Those 2 actions teach the YouTube algorithm that you really like this content and help push it out so more people impacted by MS can benefit and more people can be happier. Trick number 4 in making yourself happier is to get moving. Literally, exercise improves anxiety, exercise improves depression, and exercise is a really easy way to help you feel happier. On a daily basis, I strongly recommend that you figure out ways to get your body moving. If you are ambulatory and the weather is nice outside, go for a walk. If you struggle with exercise, that's okay. It just means that we need to be thoughtful and figure out plans that will be successful. For example, Many people impacted by MS benefit from exercising in the water. When you're in the water, you weigh less, and there's less weight on that weak left leg. If you're off balance and fall to the left, the water pushes you back to the right. In the water, you don't get overheated because the heat is wicked away. So you can do things with a life jacket and some water Zumba that you otherwise might not be able to do on dry land. Seek out opportunities to get moving. It is a super trick to help you feel happier. If you're feeling down and you're not sure how to get yourself out of it, start moving. Turn on YouTube and do a yoga DVD, and halfway through, you're going to find that you're feeling better. Number 5 is self-care. And that sounds almost cliche. Self-care is important. And yet, we don't allow ourselves to participate in self-care. We're worried because it's selfish. Well, guys, that's the point. And if you want to be happier, I strongly encourage you to carve out time out of your day or out of your week to dedicate just to your well-being and mental health. Sometimes it's good to take off work and take a mental health day. Sometimes it's good to read a book for half an hour instead of finishing a report. Sometimes it's good to take a bubble bath. Carve out time for yourself. Self-care is not bad, it's good, and it's necessary. This video is all about a quest to become happier, and one of the easiest tricks to helping yourself become happier is to carve out some self-care time. Please do so. Go take a bubble bath. Number 6 is to give back. Do something for somebody else. You maybe have heard that expression that money doesn't buy happiness. Well, there's a great rebuttal. Whoever said that has never given it away. Because giving something to someone, that beautiful act, helps you feel happier. It doesn't have to be money. You don't have to give away green dollar bills. You can donate your time to a worthy cause, volunteering somewhere. There's a multitude of ways that you can give back. Seeking out an opportunity to give back, to volunteer, to donate is a really great trick in helping yourself feel happier. If you don't believe me, try it out. Trick number 7 has to deal with self-talk and the way that we speak and the way that we speak about ourselves. We need to focus on being positive and in specific, avoiding negative talk. A lot of people speak poorly about themselves. Oh man, I'm so dumb. Don't say that about yourself. Words have power, and I want you to be kinder to yourself. Instead of saying, I'm so sorry I'm late, try saying, thank you so much for waiting for me. There's no need to apologize. Instead, flip it around and be grateful that the person waited for you. Think about how you communicate in the words that you use. Think about the emotional attachment to those words. And if you are doing a lot of negative talk, I want you to check yourself. I want you to identify it, and I want you to actively practice rephrasing or reforming your thoughts into a positive manner. Again, this video is on tricking yourself into being more happy. And you may be cutting yourself off at the knees by speaking negatively about you and others without even realizing it. Change your words and it will change the way you feel. The result is you're happier. Trick number 8 is to change your diet to make yourself happier. The American diet, which is full of heavily processed foods, full of sugar-laden foods, crammed full of high fructose corn syrup and a bunch of chemicals and additives, is not real food. If you would like to work on your overall well-being and your happiness, cut out sugar from your diet, cut out fast food, cut out fried food, cut out heavily processed foods. Don't eat foods that have ingredients with words you can't pronounce, because that's not food, that's a chemical. And it has been my experience in clinic time and time again, when a family takes me up on this suggestion and they start to eat real food, whole food, single ingredient food, many wonderful things happen. Yes, they're healthier. Yes, they weigh less. Yes, they have more energy. And very importantly, their outlook on life massively improves. Try it out. Clean up your diet for happiness. Trick number 9 into making yourself happier is the activity of goal setting. I want you to identify some really easily obtainable goals each day. Start your morning off, for example, taking a piece of paper and making a honey-do list for yourself. And I want you to include very straightforward things like brushing your teeth, washing your face, making your bed, getting to work on time. And then as you go through your day, you can literally check them off. The act of setting a goal, however small it is, and then accomplishing that goal and checking it off, your sense of self improves, you feel happier. Trick number 10 is to get your butt outside. Many of us have an indoor lifestyle, and we may only go outside when going from the house to the car and the car to the work, and we never really spend any legitimate time outdoors. I double dog dare you to take 10 to 15 minutes a day to spend outside, whether that be on your lunch break, whether after the end of the workday you sit in your backyard for a few minutes before going inside. Find a way to breathe some fresh air. If you want to kick it up a notch, surround yourself in a forest. There's really good research that surrounding yourself in nature causes an increase in happiness. It's an easy life hack, and yet many of us spend our entire day indoors. So, weather permitting, get yourself outside for just a little bit each day, and you'll find that your happiness goes up. I set out today to make a video with 10 tricks to make you happier, and yet I'm not done, and so let's keep going. Number 11 is the practice of mindfulness. And I've talked a lot about this recently on the channel. I've become a massive believer in the importance of mindfulness, and I lament that it's missing out of Western culture. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the act of being in the present moment, in the now, without judgment. Being in the now and not thinking about stuff you forgot to do yesterday, and lamenting and telling yourself stories and experiencing emotions about stuff that happened in the past. It's not the goal of being in the present moment, being mindful. Being mindful, being in the present moment, does not involve worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow and perseverating and telling yourself an entire movie in your mind about something that hasn't happened yet. That's not mindful. Mindfulness is being in the present moment, in just being in the moment. Many of you who follow the channel know that I practice shower meditation, where after my morning shower, I sit down, I close my eyes under the water, and I just breathe for 10 minutes. And it's life-changing. I literally get up and I feel energized. Now, when I first started this practice of shower meditation, I was really bad at it. And I would sit there and I would think, get up, Aaron, go to work. You have stuff to do. Think about clinic. It took me a long time to learn to calm myself and just to be in the water for 5 minutes. It's life-changing, and I want you to experience mindfulness. Check it out. Hey guys, look who came to see me. Hi, pretty girl. River, you want to say hi to the internet? Mwah. Talk about happiness. River, you make me happy. Mwah. Clearly, River makes me happy. And trick number 12 is to get a pet. I have other videos on the channel sharing the importance of people impacted by MS having a dog, and that applies to almost all pets and to all humans. Getting a pet is a fantastic way of improving happiness. There's good clinical research to prove it, and I can share anecdotally in my own life that my pet enriches my life massively. What tricks and tips have you discovered that make you happy? Please leave them in the comments section below. I know that we will all look forward to reading them. The most impactful thing that you could do to help this YouTube channel is to watch another video. So if you want to up your game, click the video that's on your screen right now. And until my next Monday morning video or live stream, or even better yet, the next time I see you at the Boster Center for MS, this is Aaron Boster saying be safe and take care.